Hi, I want to talk to you today about great faith. Jesus only marveled twice. This is one of those times. Let me tell you a story that will take your faith to a new level. A Roman officer's valuable slave was sick and near death. The officer had heard about Jesus and sent some Jewish leaders to him. They were to ask Jesus to come and save the servant's life. They came to Jesus and begged, saying, "He deserves your help. He loves our people and built our synagogue at his own expense." Jesus went with them. The officer sent friends to tell Jesus, "Sir, don't bother. I don't deserve to have you come into my house. That's why I didn't come to you. But just give a command and my servant will be healed." As you know, I'm in authority and I have soldiers at my command. I tell one of them go and he goes, and another come and he comes. I tell my servant do this and he does it. Jesus was amazed at the officer when he heard these words. He turned to the crowd following him and said, "I can guarantee you that I have not found faith as great as this in all of Israel." The Roman soldier's sick servant was dear to his master. Now from today, I see you making yourself valuable to your employer. That's the way to promotion. If they don't promote you, God will. You know, this guy was a valuable servant, but he was sick and he was going to die. The Roman officer loved this servant. So he sent some elders to Jesus who were religious leaders. The elders told Jesus that the Roman officer's servant was almost dead, and the Roman officer was worthy because he had built a synagogue. He was a believer and he showed it by his giving. He had a church built with his own money. So Jesus decided to go back with the elders and heal the Roman officer's servant. Now, this is where it gets interesting. While the elders were on the way back with Jesus, the man sends another delegation to tell Jesus that there was no need for him to come. The man sends and tells Jesus that he's unworthy for Jesus to come into his house. The Roman officer thinks, "I should not be so bold as to ask such a one as Jesus to come to my house. He's important and he has better things to do. Why would I waste his precious time like this? My lifestyle needs to be cleaned up a lot before Jesus enters my house. I have heard of the power he exercises, and I know he doesn't need to come to my house to exercise his level of authority. I have authority. I know how authority works. All I had to do was command the elders to go and tell Jesus that my servant needed healing, and off they went. I didn't have to lift a finger. If I could do that with the authority I have, just think what Jesus could do just by speaking. Even with my authority, my orders are obeyed without question. His will be also. He tells Jesus to just speak the word only and his servant will be healed. When Jesus heard this Roman officer's reasoning, he said he had not encountered that amount of faith, even in Israel. Jesus said, "You mean I can save myself some steps? I have a lot to do, and this Roman officer understands the value of my time. Finally, a man who knows that I don't have to walk for miles to lay my hands on sick people, to heal them. Finally, a man who understands that it's according to your faith. we need to think about this story. What could we make happen if we adjusted our faith to the next level? Does it really take God 10 years to bless me? Does it really take 4 years before I can walk again? Does God really need 2 weeks to show me a way? With God, is there really no cure for my disease? With God, is it really too late to go back to school? Things will happen for you, but it's according to your faith. This man said, as a matter of fact, you don't really need to come all the way to my house. Just speak the word only, and my servant will be healed. Is it magic? No, it's not magic. The word must be spoken. Sometimes that's all, that's needed. Speak the word only. We must hear that. The Roman officer gave us the word that we need. Take it from a man that Jesus marveled at. He said, speak the word only. Let's stop speaking, our fears and let's stop speaking our doubts. And let's speak the word only. This is going to take some work, but when we understand authority like the Roman officer did, we begin to search the word for a word to speak over our situation. And we only speak that word. You think this is far-fetched? Listen to this scripture. Isaiah 8:20 says, if they speak not according to this word, it's because they have no light in them. Let's begin to speak according to the word. Jesus said, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but believe that what he's saying shall come to pass, he shall have whatever he says. From today, I see you beginning to speak the word only. If this message has been a blessing to you, please like, subscribe, and watch some of my faith-building messages. Until next time, remember, it's a sin not to win.